My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for being with us. The minority in Parliament is demanding the exclusion of the over 443 million cedis earmarked for the compilation of a new register from the Appropriation Bill. The minority says it is in support of the Appropriation Bill but cannot support the passage with the inclusion of the allocation for the compilation of a new register. Majority Leader Osei Mensah-Bonsu also challenged a motion to expunge the allocation for the new register from the Appropriation Bill. These are among deliberations in Parliament Monday night. Here are excerpts.
We were told that at that meeting, the GMPC were told to come again to Parliament House to request for approval. Nevertheless, the Speaker, they went out there to borrow 250 million. So, Speaker, I wish to use this opportunity to caution them once again that this approval does not mean that Parliament has given them the approval to go and borrow. Indeed, it is an approval that we have incorporated this as part of your work plan, but you have to come back to this August House under Article 1815. I don't know, so, Mr. Speaker, I would have wished that the Minister responsible for finance would have given them the letter, meaning that he has approved under the Article Section 73(1) of the PFM Act. But unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, we did not see that. And since the Minister responsible for finance is here, I'm sure he will follow up and ensure that GMPC do what is right. Mr. Speaker, I'm sure and confident that if the Minister responsible for finance had seen the 2.5% arrangement fee, he will be outraged. Mr. Speaker, payable upfront. Mr. Speaker, he will be outraged to the extent that he may have rejected it. Mr. Speaker, what I would like to say is that going forward, this kind of agreement must be subject to parliamentary scrutiny, serious scrutiny. Mr. Speaker, the amount, as we see, is high. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah. Honourable members, will the leaders want to comment on this matter?
Issues relative to the supplementary information to the 2019 work plan of the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation. Mr. Speaker, my difficulty, as he has indicated, if you calculate 2.5% as arrangement fee on $700 million US, that is a $17.5 million we are paying upfront to somebody for facilitating this process. Mr. Speaker, that makes it very, very expensive. And that expense is at the public expense. And therefore, ministers should be careful and mindful. Mr. Speaker, what again bothers me significantly is to come at this dying moment of the year. Today is 23rd December. You are seeking to vary the work plan of GNPC for 2019. How many days do you have to the end of 2019 that you want $700 million US to end the year? Unless somebody wants these numbers for improved performance, to want to treat this as some additional money coming to the state. But 23rd December, you are seeking to borrow $700 million US for GNPC just for an additional, if I were to say, additional 10 days to end the year. I think, Mr. Speaker, the proper and appropriate thing will be this belongs to their work plan for 2020. But to be adding it to their 2019 leaves much to be desired. Mr. Speaker, as the ranking member have indicated, some $250 million US was borrowed on our blind side, the blind side of Parliament, the blind side of the Public Financial Management Act, the blind side of the Fiscal Responsibility Act. We cannot be observing the law in breach instead of honoring it. With these concerns, Mr. Speaker, we will demand that GMPC comes with an elaborate breakdown of these particular issues. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Of the arrangement fees. And I think that, yes, it's the reason why some of us keep insisting that we should have a committee on the economy which would deal with the impact of such facilities on the economy. Such a matter is referred to the Finance Committee, and your only contribution is alluding to the terms and conditions of the law, which doesn't really help us. It doesn't really help us. What really should be the impact on the economy? You are not telling us. And that is why, Mr. Speaker, I say to us that we should go back to this. when such facilities come to us, there should be a critical analysis on the impact of that facility on the economy. Until we get there, I think we should be consistent. Mr. Speaker, the other matter that has been raised by my colleagues has to do with the capacity of GNPC to borrow. Mr. Speaker, in this House, we have seen situations where GNPC has borrowed and government has taken that amount from GNPC and unlent it to the electricity company of Ghana. We raised issues about that. Gapoa borrowed monies on account of their own books. We raised issues. At the time, people did not agree. Mr. Speaker, as a House, we should be consistent in these matters. It shouldn't be picking and choosing. When you are in government, it is good. When you are outside government, it is not good. The House should be consistent. I'm not talking about the NDC minority now. The House should be consistent in these matters. Mr. Speaker, having said that, I think that the issues are clear. I've not been told by anybody that this amount is not required by GNPC, especially within the first 3 months of the next year. And as they are telling us that they require the amount immediately, if it cannot be contradicted, then I think that, Speaker, we should approve of the facility for them. Speaker, so I will urge colleagues to let us join ranks and approve of this. If there are matters beyond that, that as the House we should further interrogate. So be it. Speaker, thank you very much for the space.